Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to the Sky Network Show, Season 3, Episode 22. We have Richie with us. Hello, Richie. Welcome to the show. I hope I'm audible, guys. Say hi in the chat.
Hey everyone, can you guys all hear me well?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Hey, Richie. Welcome to the
Perfect.
show. How are you
Sorry about
doing
that.
today?
I'm
Yeah,
great.
technical
Yourself?
glitches here and there. All right. Amazing day for meeting the community here. Looking forward to the discussions. Actually, today I think I'm not sure we are live on Twitter or not. Some glitch is happening there also. I think this week looks like outage week, huh? Just like Binance
Yeah,
had like 28-minute outage yesterday. Crazy man. How are you doing?
great. It seems like the crypto space is on that verge of exploding. There's something in the air. I don't know what it is. There's a lot of regulations being passed around the world. The sentiment seems to get better and better week after week. I think we're almost at a precipice. We're having banks reaching out and looking to use stable coins and stable backed assets. So there's a real positivity across all the spheres, not just the crypto enthusiasts anymore. We're seeing actual brick and mortar banks looking to adopt this technology instead of fight it, and then benefit for the people and the bank, obviously, right, to stay relevant. So optimistic, very optimistic at this point in time.
Uh-huh. Definitely, Richie, and that's I think that's where we are moving towards also. Like real world assets and the stable coins are the thing now, and many I've seen like many stablecoin projects, right? They have been moving super fast. I was just checking the Gemini card, right, from XRP. They did this recently, so that is also something great. Anyway, so we are waiting for Yogesh to join in, but I think he is also in a technical difficulties. So let's see. Ejit of the show today would be first to get it by. Let me, Richie, take a moment to make sure that we are live on X. I think we are only live on Facebook and YouTube because I'm not seeing any chat from the X as well as here on the X if I go. So let me just verify it first.
Go for it. I'll talk about the real world assets a little more, as you were alluding to one of the biggest transitions now from stocks, ownership of property, ownership of um, rights, even IP can all be tokenized, and we're seeing that transition now. We're seeing companies step forward and wanting to use this technology to verify ownership of all their assets, wrapping real world assets like gold and silver, tokenization of anything basically at this point in time, starting with obviously assets, hard assets, IP, ownership of products. Um, this is one of the bigger use cases in the space that will end up encompassing a lot of the use of blockchain in general, right? You can buy in the future, you can buy a Louis Vuitton bag, and that tokenized ownership of the bag will verify that you have an authentic bag and it's not a ripoff, right? You can buy a building and fractionally buy ownership of that building between you and 1,000 other people, and every NFT of ownership of that building represents one thousandth of the ownership, and you can freely trade that back and forth. We're heading into a more liquid market, one where we can buy and sell assets a lot easier than we were traditionally doing. Like right now, you have go through a bank and there's paperwork and stuff like that. Paperwork can get destroyed or lost, or mistakes can be made. Identity fraud happens all the time. People steal your identity and then take out loans against your mortgage. With tokenization of those rights of that ownership, that will no longer be a thing in the future. It'll heavily bring down all that fraud. So I'm looking forward to the next steps in actually putting this in practice now, right? Having ownership of my house or my car, or wherever I might have into a token I can hold in my digital wallet, and I can verify now without a shadow of a doubt that I am the only owner of that in the world. And this comes into when it comes to your data as well. So Evolve Health, for example, you're going to have ownership of all your health data, and you and only you can be able to share that data with anyone around the world. So we're really pushing forward on all fronts, and the world in general is pushing forward to a more tokenized and accessible and fair, transparent future, right? Where the person holds all their data, where the person holds all their ownership of all their assets in their hands, literally. So we're it's an exciting time when it comes to tokenization, and I think people just were grasping at the tip of the iceberg when it came to NFTs and what they can be done, what can be used for, type thing. And now we're starting to see that fruition of it being put into these use cases, it being used for its strengths now, right? Like in the stock markets, like in physical assets, etc. So the next few steps, the next few years, as we really adopt this technology. And when I say adopt it, I don't mean I care about the price of whatever coin is. I mean the blockchain behind it, using that ledger for trustlessness and transparency, so you can verify without a shadow of doubt you, Sandeep, own that car, or me, Richie, own that building or that house or whatever it may be, right? Um,
Yeah.
it's exciting times. I can't wait till this is all hit fruition and I have all my ownership and access to my house and access to my data through smart contracts, all trustless, all verifiable by us.
Yeah, and I'm seeing Richie, like for the finance market, things are moving too fast right now. Right now, I can see like all the
A
countries
little
are
bit.
moving towards the CBDC, and like I've been into conversation with a lot of guys, and this is what I've also got so far that. Finance market is something which is the first move, which will always have the first mover advantage over the crypto also, like in the Web3 ecosystem as well, right? And slowly other industries are like bringing more and more people on board. So yeah, great times ahead.
Yeah, there's a risk there if people jump too quickly into central bank digital currencies and that's pushed forward and then they're restricted. People can freeze your account. They can make it so you have to spend whatever you have there within the month, like for UBI, for example. It's a very risky proposal there. And without a good solution on our side that people can instead of use, right, instead of the central bank digital currencies, and even the understanding of what central bank digital currencies are and the capabilities they have, it all depends how they program that central bank digital currency, right? If they make it where they have functions in that contract where they can just freeze your account, then we're back to square zero. We didn't get, we actually got more centralized and compromised. So we have to be very careful next few years in what we choose to back, what we choose to um, use in our day-to-day life, push forward, because the next turning point, the next step we take is an important one, and we have to make sure that's decentralized in every way that we can, while at the same time giving us the ability to transact globally between each other and have that freedom to, and the accessibility anywhere in the world you can have an internet connection. So we're at the precipice here. We're at a crossroads when it comes to governments pushing for more centralized and the people pushing for less, or sorry, more decentralized, right? And where we end up lying and what we end up using for that. So make sure everyone, when you're deciding what stable coin to use or what digital currency to use, whether that's a country launched one or a private launched one, make sure to know the functions of that and what can be done, what options they have, what functions they're able to call on to, for example, freeze your account or stop you from trading back and forth, etc. So that's going to be a very important step in the next few years for society to kind of navigate through and come out the other side, hopefully better than we came into it.
Yeah, definitely, Richie. And at the secure chain, the Sky network, we have been building as usual, amazing stuff. Just to update the community that liquidity portal is something which looks like this now. So that is progress. We have got all the networks where you can put your you can stake your liquidity, and depending on the lock period, the rest of the sky which are now not in circulation could come into the circulation, and that's it. There is no more sky which is coming into the circulation other than the liquidity staking now. So that's something good. The second amazing news I wanted to share with the community is regarding the centralized exchange listing. So we have already signed the agreements and contracts with the centralized exchange now. So they are integrating the Sky network with their platform now. So we are waiting for the dates from their side. So it would be coming out on their social network first. So yeah, and also we'll be sharing it with all of you guys. So looking forward to have a date on Monday probably. So yeah, that is the update. And very soon we are going for the listing, and when it comes to listing, Richie, this time we are in talks with a couple of market makers, and working towards the proper launch. So what are your views on
Oh,
that?
that's great.
I mean, I hate it. I hate this part for sure. Okay. No mistakes there, but it's what makes ease of access, and for people to join the ecosystem, then why not do it? Okay, right.
100%. And that's the trade-off you get with centralized exchange and DEXs. So we want to use DEXs as much as possible so that we don't have that compromise of possible centralized exchanges whitewashing trading and affecting the price and manipulating the price. But at the same time, those centralized exchanges bring some access to large communities, right? So the exposure compared to the risk is always something we have to kind of balance and try our best on our side to do our due diligence on where we're getting listed and the company and their practices. But at the same time, we can't just live under a rock. We need to be an interoperable ecosystem here. So we need to work with some of these companies. It's just a matter of which ones we work with and which exchanges we get listed on is extremely important so that in the future we don't look back and say, damn, we should not have gone to that exchange to get listed, right? We say, hey, you know what, this worked out great. We were exposed to millions of people from that exchange, and they are now a part of the Sky Army or a part of the Evo community, the Evo Originals. So that's the end goal. It's a tricky one at times, but with a little bit of patience, a little bit of due diligence and time, we'll get there. We'll be a part of these ecosystems for their benefits of having that exposure to that large communities. But at the end goal, I still think that our goal in this is to have our own community running on our dexes using our apps and our software, right, and giving them as much as possible so they don't have to rely on these centralized exchanges as much. But yeah, one step at a time, right, like everything else.
Yeah. Also, we are like last quarter, we are pretty sure that will be up and running by for our like P2P, and maybe our like our own centralized exchange parts. Also, like in part, it would start
Yes.
coming into the deployment this quarter. So that is also something a big project ahead. Yeah. So many things to build, very less time. So many peoples to you know get in line, but
And that
things
right
are
there is the
moving,
ultimate goal
and
there,
I'm
is
really
having your
glad.
own centralized exchange, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So that makes things easy for the network as well as things easy for the users in their jurisdictions to work out how they can work interact with the network. So that also brings more stability to Sky Network and opens more wider adoption. So yeah, it's a good step in the milestone, and yeah, with the help of centralized exchange, so many things becomes possible, like payment processing, for example. There's like we are gonna be bringing some real world assets part into the exchange, so that is also there. Yeah, let's wait and watch, and right now things are good, and every week we are progressing. So just wanted to share with everyone. Thank you very much for joining the Sky Network and being part of it. Thank you, Richie, for joining, being part of the journey. And with Evolve, we are making steps. So that's amazing to see.
Yeah,
Right.
you know what? Thanks for having us. Thanks for being a part of this. Like we said before, it's a shared vision. It's a community of projects and blockchains and exchanges working together for the best of the whole ecosystem, right? We have a similar shared vision when it comes to decentralization and blockchain in general, and the next steps forward in the ecosystem, and taking those steps in as cautious as way as possible so that we don't make mistakes. Um, and I think that the community sees that. I think that we're going to have a successful next few years, and we're going to achieve a lot of amazing things. Some of the use cases and the projects that we're working on literally change the way we live our lives, and that's an exciting part of all this, being able to say we've contributed to humanity in one way, shape, or form, and we've done our part to make it more decentralized, to make it more secure, to make it more safe for people to engage with this blockchain technology and take control back of their medical data or their finances or their access in a way where they can verify everything and it's transparent. It's a key fundamental goal that we both share, a key vision that we both share. And it's been exciting times, and we could have done what we've done without you guys, and vice versa. Um, and I look forward to the next several years of this. Right, this is just the beginning. We've done so much already, and we're like at the first inning in a baseball game. So it's the sky's the limit from here.
Yeah, definitely, Richie. And thank you, community, for being part of this journey. And we'll see you next Saturday, 2 p.m. UTC sharp. Meanwhile, stay tuned for the updates on our social media for the listing dates. And we'll see you. Wishing every one of you a very happy weekend and a productive week ahead. Yeah. Would you like to do any concluding remarks, Richie?
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, thanks again for joining us one more time. We'll see you guys next Saturday. Stay curious, everyone. Ask questions, learn. Right, when you have those things, you're like, how does that work? It's so easy for us to learn these days. It's ridiculous. We have everything at our fingertips to be successful in whatever we do and educate ourselves in crypto or AI or whatever it may be. So ask questions, be curious, learn as much as you possibly can. It's only going to benefit you in the future. So with that, we'll wrap it up, and then we'll see you guys next Saturday.
Yeah. All right, everyone.